Okay, happy Saturday, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Steve. The goal of Up and Moving is to help keep adults physically active here in the Upper Peninsula, Northern Wisconsin, downstate Michigan, on YouTube, wherever you're joining us from today. We're really excited in the spirit of Exercise is Medicine on Campus Month. We have two community members that are going to lead us through a guest Qigong session today. We have Diane, Nancy, welcome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Great to be here.
We did one of these a few years ago. I learned a lot, and since then, you've inspired me to do a little Qigong practice on my own through YouTube. So thank you.
Wonderful.
And we're looking forward to the session today. I'm going to turn it over to Diane and Nancy. If you have any questions or feedback, we'll just ask that you can put those comments in the chat at the end when we unmute. And so really excited. Diane and Nancy will tell you any props or equipment, and then we'll get started. So
Great.
okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay,
Great to be here.
Yep.
So we brought a little cheat sheet, so it tells us to tell you that we are Nancy and Diane. And we're part of the Up and Moving. Nancy's a regular participant. And this is to get you up and moving during your day so you can stay healthy. We are guest presenters this morning, and we're going to do some gentle movements called Qigong. We're going to start out and go straight through without a warm-up, but that shouldn't be a problem. You may want a chair or a wall handy so that you can have it available for steadying yourself when we're doing some of the balancing things that we have. There are two things to remember. One, keep with your own comfort level or range of movement. So you don't, even if we go all the way to the floor doing something, you don't have to do that. You can just go partly down wherever it's comfortable for you to stop without hurting yourself. And then also to breathe deeply. And we often start our exercises with breathing exercise in and out, in and out. And so usually when we're moving out, you're breathing out. If we're moving in, we're breathing in.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about what Qigong is and where it came from, Diane?
Back in the beginning of the Buddhist movements in India and China, the Indian monks where Buddhism originated had gone into China and set up Buddhist institutions in China, and the Buddhist monks were practicing Buddhism, but they were not very disciplined. And later, when the Indian monks came back, they found that all of the, or a number of the Chinese monks were fat and lazy and flabby and all that sort of stuff. And they gave them some practices, I'll tell anybody, gave them some practices, which includes yoga and in Indian martial arts. I can't remember the name of it. That the Chinese monks over years converted into what we now call Qigong, and some of the Chinese martial arts come to, and then later Tai Chi, which is something that Nancy and I practice regularly.
So let's get started.
Okay, so our first exercise is a wrist loosening exercise, and I'm going to come right up by the camera to show you how my hands are set up. So you normally put your hands together like this with one pinky on the bottom, and you're going to start out just rotating using our dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm using my right hand as my dominant hand. So we'll do this about 6 or 8 times.
Let the other wrist go.
Yeah, just let the other wrist go along to the right, and then reverse direction. Again, leading with your dominant hand. Now we're going to switch, so our other pinky is on the bottom, and lead with our non-dominant hand. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then in reverse direction. You're leading with our non-dominant hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, what this does is it helps generate the synovial fluid, which both yoga and Qigong do in the joints. So we're working on the joints in our wrist. Next, we're going to be working on our elbows and our shoulders. So we start out with something that looks just like doing the breaststroke. So we start out and we're doing the breaststroke. And if you come up out of your legs, give you a little bit more exercise.
Working on the synovial fluid in your knees and your ankles.
And then you're going to swing up to the ceiling.
And pumping with your legs again. Your shoulders relax.
8, and 9. Next is
Shoulder circle.
shoulder circle. So we take our fingertips and place them at the ends of our collarbone. And we're going to do forward circle. 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to alternate. Right, left, two.
Your abdominals tight. Protect your back.
Well, and then we're going to reverse. Well, and this works on your shoulders, joints, so. Next is our
Opening the chest.
steps to open the chest. So we start out with a fist, just loose fist, don't have to be quite tight. That cuts off the circulation of the view. So our elbows are away from our bodies just a little bit. And we're just gonna, lay our arms out. 2, and then we're gonna do that again with our palms up, one over the other. 1, 2, and now we're gonna punch up. 1, 2, on each side. And we'll do that 2 more sets. 1, 2, palms up. 1, 2, punching up. 1, 2, 2, one more set. 1, 2, palms up. 1, 2, punching up. 1, 2, yeah. And the others.
On your legs.
So, similarly, we're gonna have our loose fist. Again, our elbows are just a bit away from our body, and we're gonna turn our upper body. So our knees can be bent, but we don't wanna rotate our knees. We just wanna rotate from the waist up. So, to the right, 2, to the left. Repeat that 2 more times. And again, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Another weight exercise.
So here we're going to
Oh, the bear.
hold it.
Progressive bear.
So you may have seen in either yoga or in Qigong where people do this thing where something in yoga it's called empty coat sleeve. So your whole arm is just used. You're not got any tension in it. Many people try to do it by using their arms, but you're actually using the motion of your body and letting your arms just go on for the ride like that. Now, this is the basic there, but we're going to do one that's a little bit more complicated, and there are
Don't worry, it's easy.
It's easy, and there are a number of parts to it, but just follow along and you shouldn't have any trouble. So we'll start out. Slapping against our thighs. And we're gonna do that 4 times, and we'll move to the hips, the waist, the chest, the shoulders, and then we'll do the shoulders looking back. So to begin, with eyes,
Bend your knees a little bit so you can get to your thighs.
and now the
And
waist,
you can go up a little to
2, 3,
your hips.
4, the waist, 1, 2, 3, 4, the chest. 2, 3, 4, and the shoulders. 1, 2, and 4 the back. 1, 2,
On your knees.
3, 4, and the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, 4 the chest. 2, 3, 4 the waist. 2, 3, 4 and the hips. 2, 3, 4 the thighs. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The next part is a little massage, a little self-massage we're gonna do. So I can leave this part, and we'll start by
Bringing up
bringing up what we call the chi, the energy.
internal energy. Rubbing your hands together helps to do that,
And just put your hands over your face for just a second.
and you should be able to feel just a teeny bit of warmth or tingling. Coming from your hands into your face. Everything's working well.
Now we're gonna tap the heavenly drum,
It's just using your fingertips,
gently,
tapping on the top of your head, moving around.
then you come down and massage down your neck. All that tension comes in, relax. And then. And down into your shoulder. After I have a lot of tension, you come down your back and down. Your knuckles gently,
Okay, now.
down your nose.
Everybody else is go.
Okay, now we're gonna do a little tapping and putting your hand palm up. And you're gonna pound very, very gently energy into your forearm about.
Palms width back from your.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then just in front of your elbow. 1, 2, 3. And then where your shoulder comes down, there's a point there where it meets the bicep muscle. So you want to tap right in that point. 1, 2, 3. And the same thing on the other side. Palms width back. 1, 2, 3. Just in front of the elbow. 1, 2, 3, and then again, where the muscle is meeting. 1, 2, 3, and that stimulates the nerve bubbles in my circulation.
and we got all that good energy, let's just wipe all the bad energy, keep the good energy with you. On your legs, feel.
On the sides.
Just like that. Woo! Hey, a little energy washing, we call it. Energy.
So now we've got to finish with.
Oh, the ears, thank you, Diane.
Earlobes.
So we're
starting-
taking our finger and our knuckle, putting it right in our earlobe and making little circles as we're going up and down our earlobe.
All the way from the top, all the way to the bottom.
We do that up and down a couple of times, 3 times or so. And that stimulates the energy in the whole body. I understand everything's sort of connected to your ears, right,
Yeah.
in the earlobes. And in China, they use this as a therapy, part of cancer therapy. And you might feel that your ears are nice and warm now, and might even warm up your whole body. So remember that next time you're stuck in your car in a cold wintry day.
Long time from now.
That's a long time.
Okay.
Now, next is the fixer.
Right, so Our feet are roughly shoulder width apart. And you can put your hands on your lower back. Like that, you can, if you not hands into your lower back if you want, whatever's comfortable. Or you can even put your hands on your hips if you want, it doesn't make any difference. And we're just gonna circle our hips like we're rubbing against the inside of a barrel.
With your knees loose.
Right, and then we're gonna reverse direction. We do the both directions to make sure that we do everything symmetrically. Everything needs to be in balance in Tai Chi and Qigong.
Speaking of imbalance, we're gonna do a series of exercises or procedures now with our feet hip width apart. Then we're gonna repeat them with our feet close together. And when we get to the part with your feet close together, it might challenge your balance a little bit. So this might be a good time to sort of grab that chair and bring it closer to you so that you might wanna sort of use it as, oh, I'm starting to fall over, and you can grab it.
In the meantime, we're gonna start out with our feet shoulder width apart.
Loosen the lower back.
So we take the heel of our palm up in what's called a lingual fold in Tai Chi and Qigong. We call this the qua. So we push in there.
But relax your shoulders. I don't want your shoulders up by your, keep those down.
Your upper body should be at roughly 45 degrees. And you're just pushing in, and you should be able to feel
Stretching your lower back.
in your lower back. We'll do that for a few seconds.
You come up by pressing your hips forward.
Pushing out of your feet. Comes up last.
Now we're gonna do knee circles.
So our hands are just above our knees, and we're gonna go outward circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and in reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that should be lubricating your knee joint so you're not clicking like some people are doing.
Like, she could hear me keep clicking.
So now we're going to do stretching our lower back again. So you can either interlace your fingers and go down this way or this way, which you can, maybe if you can interlace your fingers.
And we're gonna go only as far as you're comfortable.
So we start out from a standing up position, okay, up, and we'll start by.
Make sure you breathe in. And when you exhale, or you want to breathe all the way through this, so in and out, all the way through.
Don't stop breathing. You might
Don't stop breathing.
So lower your head down, shoulders down, upper back down, mid back down, lower back down, and you're coming down. So with your hand, you can touch the floor, that's great. You can pour pulses or tap right in front of us. And off to the left side. 2, 3, 4, and right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands to knees, bend your knees, push up out of your feet. Knees are pushing back, and you're pushing your hips forward at the same time. You're rolling up, and you come up with your head coming up flat.
Nice, big, deep breath here to reorient your system. Okay.
And now we're going to do a squat or a crouch. So our hands come out in front and only go again as far as you're comfortable. You can only go here, that's fine. If you can go all the way down, that's great.
Try to keep your back fairly upright. You don't want to lean too far forward and forward. Breathing, don't forget to breathe.
When you're ready, Up out of your feet, hands pumping in. Push out of your feet. Hips push forward, knees push back. Rolling up, that's coming up last. All right, so now we're gonna do that whole series again, but with our feet together, our heels are together and our feet are out at about 45 degrees. To show a bit of stability. So
Grab your
again,
chair if you think that this will be hard, especially when we roll down with the clock.
so your heels of your palms go up into the squat or the lingual fold.
Relax your shoulders
Bend your
again.
knees and lean forward at about 45 degrees, pushing again, don't let your shoulders come up to your ears. And we'll hold that position. You want stretching in your lower back. And pushing up out of your feet. And pulling up lines. Now we're gonna do knee circles.
Put your feet straight forward now. For your knees are like
So you're gonna go
both the same way.
both the same direction. Don't try to go too far. If you can't measure your knees with this. Okay. 9 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Push up again. And you put it all down.
This is the one where it might be a little tricky for your balance, so. Grab your wall, or your chair, or whatever, and get something close to you.
Going down, head coming down. Body, lower body. Coming down. Gently, gently. Or if you can. Fourth half to the center. Get half to the left. Fourth half to the right. Fourth half to the center again. Yeah, pushing up out of your feet. Moving your hips forward and your knees back. Rolling up, bringing your head up wide.
I like to roll my shoulders.
Yeah. And again, crouching. This can be tricky. We end up on the balls of your feet. But I end up doing that.
Diane needs that wall. Chair.
And then, yeah. Hands to me, pushing up out of your feet. Knees coming back, hips forward, head coming up.
Okay, you might want to grab a little water once in a while here. I'm gonna grab a little. Okay, now we're gonna work on our legs.
Let's start out by standing shoulder width apart. Turn our left foot out to 45 degrees. Step forward with the right foot.
Whatever
Sink
far you
in.
want.
You put your right elbow on your right knee. And 4 gentle pulses. And then just sink in.
Relax, keep your shoulders relaxed too.
Now, you're gonna shift the back foot, you roll it up so you're on the ball of your foot, and your foot is pointing straight again. 4 gentle pulses again.
And then
And just sink.
last up
Come back together.
gently.
Bring your feet back
Gently.
together. Which again, shoulder width apart. Doing the other side, turn the right foot out. Step forward with the left foot. Sinking in, elbow on your knee. Touch your shoulder.
Shoulders,
4 gentle pulses.
keep breathing.
And then just sink down. Now it's stretching the front of the back leg. And now again, we can rotate our back foot, so we're on the ball of the foot, and the heel off the floor. 4 gentle pulses. And sink. It stretches our back leg. And a little bit different.
Great.
Back up.
Like we're gonna go overtime. And a little bit, we only have about 4 minutes, but we're gonna, so hang with us.
So now we're
Two more things to do.
Shoulder width apart. Bring it into our right foot, our right elbow goes on our right knee, and our left hand, if you can, goes down to your left ankle.
Or you can put it in the center.
If you need to put your hand in the center, down. No, no pulsing this time, just stretching. All right, I'll switch to the sides. Left elbow on left knee, right hand to right ankle.
Or there.
Get back again. This time you're gonna lift your toes and your left foot up. Now get back and the right more. Get again. Right foot is up.
You'll throw your feet together if you'd like to give you the more stable rising up position. And now, breathe a little. And go down. And now the next thing is ankle circle.
So our, the ball of our right foot comes back even with the heel of our left foot, and we're just gonna do an outward circle. Reverse direction. And then shift. Left foot goes back over. Outward
Trying
circle.
to concentrate on making circles rather than just lifting your heel up and down. You want to feel your heel
Reverse
making
direction.
a circle.
Right, but if all you
Very
do
good for
is-
your ankles. Very
All
good.
you can do is go up and down that.
That's all right. All right, now we're gonna do opening the gate and stepping over the fence.
Stepping over the fence, and then opening the gate. Do them in the regular way. Now, this is a little complicated, and this is where you might want to bring the chair in. And put it in front of you.
Is this?
So we can have something that can help you. So here we're going to start out by running down the shape. So you're coming up twice. Then we do a double hand slap
On the outside of the leg.
outside, touch our toe down, and then single hand slap from the down.
All right.
We do that on both sides 2 times, and then we'll go on to the next group. So. See, right hand slap. 1. See, the other side. See. Out. In. See. In. Now, the second version, we don't do that, the slapping. But we do what's called opening the gate. So you can just follow along, 1, 2, up. Balance up. Right, and
That's where you have the,
that's where the chair comes in. I'll use Nancy. Up, open the gate, out. Up, close the gate, down. And then we'll do the other side, 1, 2, up. Open the gate. And on, up. Close the gate, and down, and repeat that. And then, up. Open the gate. Up. Close the gate, down, and the other side down. Up. Open the gate. Up. Close the gate, and down.
now the most fun part
And
is
Loosening everything.
Golden Rooster.
want to have enough room. So we start out by waggling our knees in and out. And then we start,
Here are our wings.
here's our wings that the rooster tries to fly. You know, chickens and notorious with good flyers.
Right. Fine, so that gets everything, all the energy moving all the way through the body and sort of loosens everything up. That's the end of the joint loosening exercises, and we're gonna do some Qigong moves that have fabulous names. The first one is going to be Fair Maiden. Turns and looks at reflection in pond. And the idea is that you're gonna have your hands come out. One hand's gonna go across your chest, the other one's gonna go across your head, and you're going to tilt a little bit. And you wanna breathe when your hands come out in, and then breathe out when your hands come to the head.
We start out with your heels together, 45 degrees. Come out. And
Inhale. Look over your shoulder at your heel if you can.
there's a lot of things in the way.
Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. Exhale. Nice stretch for your back. Your arms. Your shoulders.
And this area and here.
One more time. Okay, next one we're gonna do is called picking up the ants.
So we start out with our feet one and shoulder width apart, we turn. And we
Foot, then the toe,
up the toe.
Inhale.
Down.
in. Inhale when you come up, exhale when you go down. Sorry,
And
sorry.
then turn to the other side. And come down.
Up those ants. Keep that down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Is that precept?
Yep.
No, you're okay. Good. Cloud hands, party the cloud. No, sorry, not cloud hands, party the cloud.
You start out with turn. Again, we start out with our feet shoulder width apart, then the left foot out. Yeah, forward on your right foot. And
Exhale.
hands are facing each other, and we're doing
Inhale.
basically a breath stroke.
See how we're shifting our weight.
Yep. That foot was the front foot. One more time. And then come back to the right foot out, step on the top.
Exhale. And eagle looks over the nest.
You know, we start out with a feet apart.
To start with, the feet apart, and then we bring one foot in. Like we raise our arms up above our head, bring the toe in on the right.
So this,
And then you're gonna
right,
lean,
the right heel is off the floor, come over your head, and you lean and look at your right heel,
extend,
and the left heel.
and then exhale.
Now, on
Bring your left,
left foot in, you off the floor,
exhale towards the left. Inhale, exhale towards the right.
one more step.
One more step. Now, toe comes in. Face off the floor. And bring on. And one more to the other side, so we're even. The last thing we'll do before the closing is something for our hands and wrists.
And with the shoulders and back, so you start out,
I can make a great big circle like an inverted heart. Come with your feet slightly at your side, and you start with your left hand. Stretch it out,
you punch it up, yeah.
turn it over,
Yeah, right. And palm up, turn it over, open the hand. Up,
one by
Yeah,
one.
one up. third,
Inhale. We breathe here.
Up. In, you go to the left side. Out. Goes down, on up. Up. Bring it on now, coming. Right, out. Bring it down. Take it down, up. Bring the door now, in. Both that down, out. Down,
The shoulders down.
up. Bring the door now, go in. And finally, straight out in front. Open. Then the door now, and pull in.
And that's the end of our Qigong and joint loosening exercises. We like, the Chinese folks like to have formality in closing. And so we'll do a little closing and sort of honoring the time together. And let's follow along and we'll be saying some things.
Five elements.
It's called the 5 elements.
Start out with the feet together. Water,
I am,
wood,
I become,
fire,
I blossom. Palms face each other.
definitely.
Earth, I nurture.
Feet
Palms
together,
out.
feet down, now
Metal, I submit to transformation.
back to water.
I am. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any comments after the recording is done, we'd be glad to stick around with you. Thanks for hanging out with us for 37 minutes.